Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Elias Matters TV. On today's episode of Elias Matters TV, I'm going to be talking about how to empower your child with special needs. Yes, today's discussion is going to be all about how to empower your child with special needs. If you're a parent or guardian with a child with special needs, ensure that you watch this video to the end. Often seen people when they want to refer to a child with special needs, they always use the special needs child. No, this is wrong. It's the child with special needs and not the special needs child, because it's the child before the needs. It's the child before the special needs. And remember, every child is different, okay? And they have their own strength, they have their own needs, okay? So in this situation, it's the child with special needs and not the special needs child, okay? So please take note. Anytime you want to refer to a child that has special needs, use the phrase a child with special needs and not the special needs child. Even to you parents as well, a guidance that you have your child has special needs, use the phrase my child with special needs or not the special needs child. It means that you're putting the condition first before the child, which is wrong because the child comes before the condition. Okay, when a child is being given birth to, that's when the child has the condition. So the child is a unique individual. So when you want to refer to a child with special needs, you need to use the phrase a child with special needs and not the special needs child. Please take note of this, all right? Parent and guardian, for you to empower your special needs child, it starts from you. Yes. And why do I say that it starts from you? Because yes, it starts from you because you need to admit that your child has special needs. Yes, come out of that denial. I know it's not easy. When you have a child that has special needs, it's difficult for parents to accept it. Okay, so they look at it and say, oh yeah, I think he just has like a normal speech delay. Okay, his brother or sister was like that, so there's no need. He's going to come around after some time. So you as a parent, as a guide, if you want to empower that your special needs child, it starts from you. Yes, you need to accept that your child has special needs. Okay, so come out of that denial. Like I said, it's not easy, but you just have to accept. Okay, so and how can you accept? You might be wondering, okay, how will I know if my child has a special needs? Okay, so there's what we call developmental progress. Okay, in child development, it's called developmental progress. It's all about the different stages in a child's life. For instance, when a child has to talk, when a child has to crawl, when a child has to walk. Okay, so this developmental stages is there to guide you as a parent. Okay, so it's up online, it's there to guide you when your child should be able to talk. Okay, so the developmental stages is there to help you when your child should be able to talk, when your child should be able to walk, and when your child should be able to crawl, when your child be able to talk to people. And also, like when you give birth to your child, okay, so you'll be going for routine checkup for your child. Okay, so from the routine checkup, you might have noticed maybe the nurse or the doctor, they might have spot something from your child, and maybe they told you, for instance, maybe they told you that, oh, there's something about this your child, maybe your child has like a speech delay, or there's something about the child's speech, the child talking, the child crawling, the child's behavior, and you're kind of like, you don't want to accept it. You're like, oh, what are they on about? Okay, I don't think this is my child. Okay, so his brother or sister was like that, I'm not accepting this, it's just their own. So it's important, you need to accept this first. Okay, as a parent, okay, or guiding that a child has special needs, you need to accept this first, come out of your denial, and then when you accept this, the next thing you have to do is you need to seek medical help. Okay, go for diagnosis. Okay, so if, like, for instance, you yourself, you notice something about your child and you're denying it, you don't want to accept it. So after accepting it, then the next stage is diagnosis. Okay, so your child needs to be diagnosed to know the special needs that your child has. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something today. Okay, as a parent guidance, do not think, yes, oh, I know my child, I think it's speech delay, yes, I'm going to go for speech therapy. There might be other things there, but you're only seeing the speech delay, you're only seeing the speech difficulty. It's important. Okay, so you might just look at it, oh, it's only speech delay that my child has. Okay, I'm going to engage therapists, I'm going to be reading stories to my child, I'm going to engage my child in conversation to get my child to speak. Like I said, there might be other things, so it's important that you seek medical help. Okay, and it's important, early detention is better, because if you know the needs of your child, okay, you'll be able to assist, you'll be able to help your child. Okay, so the next stage is diagnosis, seek medical help, Bring your child for the normal checkup. Let them diagnose your child to be able to know the condition that your child has. You also need to understand that you're not a medical expert. Okay, so don't look at it, oh, it's my child. I know what's wrong with my child. I know where to seek help. No. You need to seek medical help. Let your child be diagnosed. They know the condition your child has. And then from there, you seek medical help. Okay, so the next stage is, having known the condition of your child, the next stage is seek medical help. For instance, if your child has a speech delay, you need to seek speech therapist. You need to do other things yourself as a parent. Okay, so you need to engage your child in conversation, storytelling, talking to your child, making sure your child is in the midst of other children to help your child to come up around with their speech. So it's important. Okay, you need to seek help. If your child has autism, if your child has ADHD, these are conditions that you need to seek help. Okay, so your child has been diagnosed. The next thing is to seek help. Okay, next thing you need to do is educational support. Okay, so you need to support your child in their education. Okay, so like for instance, maybe your child in the school, your child might need the assistance of a special needs to be able to assist them. Your child might need like visual aids if your child has like a vision. Your child might need specs, pictorial picture board if your child is that person that needs help with their speech, or your child can't use words. Okay, if your child is deaf, they might need hearing aid. So it's important that the next stage after diagnosis is seek for help. Where can I go to? Okay, where do I need to source out help for my child? What are the resources that my child will need? Okay, and it's also important in relation to this, you work with the medical practitioners, okay? You work together with the doctor, with the nurse that are in charge of your child's cases, because when your child has been diagnosed, yes, then the medical expert will be able to advise you on what to do next. So I'm going to say to you that whatever the medical expert advises you to do next, please take this on board. Do not just look at it, oh, there's just, okay, I'm not bothered. I'm going to do my own thing. Work together with them, okay? Because now that you've admitted that your child has a special needs, okay? You've gone for the diagnosis. You people need to work together as a team, okay? You need to work together with the medical expert and yourself as well to be able to help your child. I would like you to know that in all of this, the child should be at the center of everything that you do. Okay, it's not all about you. It's all about supporting the child with special needs. And also, it doesn't mean that because your child has special needs, okay, they are not going to do well in their academics. No. I would like you to erase this notion, because these are the things that comes with the denial. You see parents say things such as, oh, will my child be able to go to school? Will my child be able to cope? Will my child be able to achieve what they want to achieve in life? Yes. A child with special needs, it doesn't mean that your child will not be successful in life. You need to admit this first as a parent, as a guardian. Because your child has special needs, it doesn't mean that your child will not be successful in life. It doesn't mean that your child will not be able to cope in terms of their education. And this guardian, I would like you not to blame yourself, okay, that maybe you caused it, that your child has special needs. Other things involve as well. Gene, if it's in the gene, there's nothing you can do. You also need to admit that if it is in the gene, there are some conditions that has to do with the gene. If this is in the gene, it's not your fault. There's nothing that you can do about it, okay? So as a parent or guardian that has a child with special needs, okay, you need to do away with anger, okay? Do not get annoyed all the time, being frustrated. I know it's not easy. Sometimes you're frustrated. You're like, oh, your child is giving you concern. Yes, which is true. Your child will give you concern. But this should not lead to frustration or annoyance that you're giving out on the child all the time, that you're giving out on yourself, that you don't want to have anything to do with the child, okay? So you need to brace up, okay? Brace up if your child has been diagnosed of a condition. If your child has been diagnosed that has special needs, brace up as a parent, brace up as a mother, brace up as a father, brace up as a guardian. This is the time that you need to help your child. Okay, and it doesn't mean that because your child has condition, they are not going to be successful in life. For instance, look at Messi Ronaldo. You know Messi. Messi is a footballer. Can you believe Messi has autism? Yes. And does that stop Messi from being one of the best footballers in the world? No. With the right amount of support, Messi is today. And there are a lot of prominent people out there as well that have special needs. And that support that they got from people that care about them. That's where they are today. So as a parent, as a guardian, I'm going to encourage you, if your child has special needs, brace up. This is the time for you to support your child. It's not a time for you to say, oh no, you're giving up on that child. Don't give up on that child. I'm begging you, I'm pleading, don't give up on that child. You never know what that child is going to become in the future. With support from you, from the medical practitioner, and then from the school as well. You work together with the school. If your child is going to school or your child is going to preschool, early childhood, so you support, work as a member of a team, okay? If what they are doing in the school, you at home as well, you're supporting, you're doing the same thing, and you is going to fulfill their potentials in life, okay? So goal is for you to support your child. Like I said, the child should be at the center of what you're doing, okay, or what you're going to do. So your goal is to support your child, work as a member of a team, work with the medical practitioners, work with the school, and you yourself be consistent in what you're being told to do with your child, and you will be able to support your child. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and subscribe channel, and not just subscribing, turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on this channel. Take care and mind yourselves for now. Bye.